The cheapest car insurance in Connecticut. We found that GEICO is the cheapest car insurance company overall for nearly all types of drivers in Connecticut. But for drivers with DUIs, State Farm is the most affordable, cheapest minimum liability car insurance in Connecticut. August 2023. Our analysis discovered that the cheapest car insurance companies in Connecticut for a minimum coverage policy are, on average, GEICO, $357 per year, State Farm, $482 per year. Hanover offers the most expensive minimum coverage car insurance in Connecticut, at an average of $2,111 per year. Connecticut's minimum car insurance requirements include bodily injury, liability, property damage liability, and uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. Company, annual premium, monthly premium, GEICO, $357, $30, State Farm, $482, $40, Kemper, $606, $50, Nationwide, $650, $54, Progressive, $760, $63, Allstate, $761, $63, Amica Mutual, $784, $65, Hanover, $2,111, $176. Minimum coverage car insurance typically pays for the cost of damages or injuries you cause to others in an accident. It doesn't cover damages to your own vehicle. If you want additional protection, consider getting comprehensive and collision insurance, also known as a full coverage policy. Cheapest full coverage car insurance in Connecticut, August 2023. In Connecticut, the cheapest policies with full coverage are from, on average, GEICO, $791 per year, State Farm, $965 per year. Hanover offers the most expensive full coverage car insurance in the state, at approximately $4,098 annually. Your premium can significantly increase when you add comprehensive and collision insurance to your policy. For instance, GEICO's full coverage car insurance costs $434 more than its minimum coverage policy. Getting full coverage car insurance is ideal if you want more financial protection in the event of an accident. It covers the cost of damages due to on-road and off-road incidents. Our sample full coverage policy includes liability insurance with the following limits: $100,000 bodily injury for each person, $300,000 bodily injury for each accident, $100,000 property damage per accident. If you are on a budget, you can adjust your liability limits or drop comprehensive and collision insurance. You may also raise your deductible. However, you may end up with insufficient coverage. How to compare cheap Connecticut car insurance quotes online. Many car insurance companies provide quotes online, but the process can take up to 15 minutes and requires submitting personal information. Furthermore, comparing rates across multiple insurers will require you to complete this process many times. Our car insurance calculator can generate a quick estimate without requiring a substantial amount of personal information. This can help you determine a launching point as you search for the cheapest car insurance for your particular situation. On average, we found that the companies offering the cheapest car insurance for teens on their parents' policy in Connecticut are GEICO, $1,581 per year for male teens, and $1,104 per year for female teens. Kemper, $1,790 per year for male teens, and Nationwide with $1,699 per year for female teens. In Connecticut, Progressive charges the most for male teens at around $3,045 per year. Allstate has the highest rate for female teens, at approximately $2,914 per year. A teen's car insurance rates decrease with age. The car insurance provider with the lowest rate for 19-year-old males in Connecticut is GEICO, $1,356 per year. These rates are for a 16-year-old on a parent's policy. It's typically cheaper to add a teen to your policy than to purchase separate insurance for them. For example, a 16-year-old male in Connecticut may pay around $6,862 per year for their own policy versus approximately $2,361 per year if they're on a parent's policy. This is a $4,501 difference. According to our analysis, the cheapest car insurance company in Connecticut for active military members and veterans is GEICO, with an average annual premium of $791. USAA is an worthwhile alternative at approximately $822 per year. This company exclusively offers affordable rates to those with a military background. The cost of car insurance in Connecticut can vary widely based on various factors, including where you live. You may pay more for coverage if you live in a neighborhood with higher rates of theft, vandalism, or accidents, because of the likelihood of filing claims. Our study discovered that Stamford has the cheapest car insurance in Connecticut, offered by GEICO at roughly $798 per year. This is followed by New Haven, where GEICO is also the least expensive option at about $1,103 per year. The most expensive city in Connecticut for car insurance is Bridgeport, where a full coverage policy from GEICO costs an average of $1,163 per year. Browse our list of Connecticut cities to see how car insurance rates change based on location. Car insurance in Connecticut. What you need to know: most states require bodily injury liability and property damage liability coverage. Beyond that, Connecticut requires uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. Connecticut car insurance requirements. In Connecticut, you only have to meet the minimum requirements for bodily injury liability, property damage liability, and uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. Although buying a policy with minimum coverage is ideal if you're on a budget, it may not offer adequate protection in case of an accident. Connecticut also requires drivers to carry State Route 22 insurance for driving without insurance, driving under the influence, driving with a suspended license, or reckless driving. Male icon, bodily injury liability. Connecticut requires drivers to carry $25,000 in bodily injury for each person and $50,000 in bodily injury for each accident. If you cause injuries to someone else in an accident, this will cover the medical costs up to your liability limit. You will have to pay out of pocket for the remaining balance. Accident to icon, property damage liability. In Connecticut, minimum coverage policies have $25,000 in property damage. If you cause damage to someone else's property in the event of an accident, this will cover repairs up to $25,000. Repairs that exceed this limit will require you to shoulder the remaining costs. Car insurance icon, uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. Connecticut drivers should have at least $25,000 in bodily injury per person for uninsured/underinsured motorists and $50,000 in bodily injury per accident if you are in an accident with an uninsured or underinsured motorist. These limits may not be adequate in this type of accident, and you may have to pay out of pocket. For broader protection, we recommend increasing bodily injury liability coverage to $100,000 per person and $300,000 per accident, and property damage coverage to $100,000. You might need to purchase comprehensive and collision insurance if you financed your car purchase. Comprehensive insurance helps pay for the repairs if your vehicle sustains damage due to natural disasters, animals, vandalism, or fire. Collision insurance covers your car if it gets damaged after colliding with another vehicle or an object. Although optional, comprehensive and collision insurance could be worth it if you have a valuable car. Car insurance alternatives in Connecticut. Connecticut drivers who choose not to purchase auto insurance from a provider may self-insure. Essentially, you will be responsible for protecting your vehicle. This includes covering the cost of medical treatments or repairs to damaged vehicles in case of an accident. In addition, if you don't own a car but need car insurance, you can opt for non-owner car insurance options in the state. FAQs about car insurance in Connecticut. When looking for car insurance, you may have questions about cost and service quality. We addressed some frequently asked questions to help you learn more about car insurance in Connecticut. Which company offers the cheapest car insurance in Connecticut? With an average annual rate of $357, GEICO is the cheapest car insurance company in Connecticut. It's also the least expensive option for full coverage and for different driver profiles, such as young adults, seniors, military families, drivers with poor credit or sports cars, and those with speeding tickets. For drivers with DUIs or at-fault accidents, State Farm is the most affordable car insurance provider. The average cost of car insurance in Connecticut is $1,442 per year. Should you buy the cheapest car insurance available in Connecticut? If you're on a budget, it makes sense to buy the cheapest car insurance available in Connecticut, which is a minimum coverage policy from GEICO. However, it may not provide adequate protection in case of an accident. GEICO also offers the best car insurance in Connecticut if you're looking for a combination of affordability and quality service.